What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Reality Pill. Today we are going to be reacting to another Kevin Samuels video. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me on here today. I
Good.
see the
How old are you?
conversation. I'm 28 years old.
All right. Single or married?
I'm single.
All right. So, question on the table: modern women, do they really understand how bad they've gotten?
So, from my experience and from what I'm seeing on my end over here in Atlanta, no, they don't know how bad it has gotten and how bad we need to change. And honestly, I feel like because, and I don't even mean to say I feel like, but from the programming on television, especially with my generation, um, TV basically grew us. So when you had the Bad Girls Club, you had all these reality TV shows of women being belligerent and seemingly winning because they're on TV. Then it set the tone that when I was coming up, it looked like the thing to do, the thing to be, the woman to be loud and just out here. So it's
Right.
it's definitely the
I'm going to ask
program.
you, in Atlanta, I live here, and it's 17-1. If it was 17 men to one woman, do you think men would know they would have to compete to get that one woman?
17-1, yes, they would have to compete to get one.
I say, do you think they would know they'd have to compete?
If there's only one woman and
Yeah, if you went to a place where there was 17 men and one woman, do you think the men of that population would know and understand that if they want a woman, they got to compete to get her
yes,
because she's
yes,
limited? Okay. Do you feel like the women of Atlanta compete?
to get men?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Well,
Okay.
okay. Yes, I think that the women are competing in a sense, but they're not competing because they don't know what a man wants. So they're competing, they're doing something, or at least, when they dress up, put on the makeup, put on everything, they're going out there to compete because they want to look good. But I feel like they're competing against other women to
So
say that they're better.
what the example you just gave me is I
Mm-hmm.
asked you, would men have to compete for a woman? And you said yes, because men would know the game they're in. The
Right,
example you just gave me is women are in a game of NFL football, but then they're competing in a game of checkers.
right.
Then they're not competing.
No, they're not competing. They're not
Thank you. That's why I asked the question that
competing.
way,
Correct.
because women think they're competing,
Yep.
but they're competing according to their rules and they're according to women. Because in Atlanta, you see hair, nails,
Yeah.
colors, weight, and men say they don't want any of that stuff. And this is the land of all that. And the men are like, we don't want this, and yet you keep giving it to us. How many times have I said it? Men want women who are fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive. Yet the one thing that all women can control immediately is their fitness level.
Eesh. Yeah.
80% of our women are not competitive based on that alone.
Yeah. That's sad. Very much true. And I agree. But I mean, that's a United States problem as well. Everybody's damn near obese here these days. But
So
that does
I'm curious, why does that matter?
why does what matter?
It's a United States problem.
Oh, well, no, I'm saying the obesity problem is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
For people being big in general. I mean, it's not even just women and men, but for what we're talking about, I mean, it's not just women, it's also men, but for what we're talking about more specifically, it's very important that women, because like you said, you see guys are going to see
See,
you.
why I asked that question, ma'am, is because that too is what's in our culture. We have been able to just put stuff in that doesn't matter in order to deflect or justify.
Exactly. And because it's not the same for men and women, there's no need to bring it up. It's not the same. Obviously, the physical criteria is very important for a man, for many men. A lot of men don't care about it, but a lot of men do. So the physical part is the most important. Now it's starting to become a problem all over the place, not just the United States.
I got what you're saying.
Women in our community will sit back and say, well, damn, yeah, sis said it, yeah, it's the United States. Black women are getting married at a rate of 26%. The next lowest group of women is white women at 54. So they're doubling you up. And the average black marriage is 5 years. At almost a 60% divorce rate, and divorce is filed 80% of the time by the woman. These are facts.
I mean, but why? Like, that's not a real question. I mean, I get why. Like I just said, programming and we messed up.
Why? Well, number one, in our culture, women have been told that they're the prize and you're supposed to be happy. So just like the woman I talked to earlier who couldn't get her mind around the fact that women actually got to get out and compete and get on a man's page instead of saying we got to cooperate with each other. No, you got to cooperate with us because, like it or not, non-black women are all in these spaces and they're seeing that black women are not competing for their black men. And they have no problem coming and scooping up the guys you don't want. And they're looking over. I mean, but it's a land of the free. Do you have a shot to get him? Sure. You had a shot. But how often, how old are you, 20 what?
28.
All right. So how many times in your life have you heard black women talk and laugh about women getting up early in the morning, going to yoga class and starving themselves and eating this and that? How many times you heard that?
You said starving themselves?
Well, that's what black women would say, starving themselves. How many times you heard black women laugh at other groups of women who get up and eat a plant-based diet and go work out, diet, and are fasting and,
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, they definitely make fun of people who are more conscious.
Right. Monique got a lot of comedians who made an entire career out of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. But those women were being competitive. Our women aren't even trying to be competitive for us. I mean,
and it makes sense. But can I ask you this question?
Go ahead.
So what is it that, I know you talk about women not knowing even what to choose in a man. Like, what is it? Because you said it's not even about love anymore. And through our programming growing up, we've fetishized love and wanting to find love and, it's going to be a happily ever after, but that's not the reality of the world. So what is it that black women, quote unquote, and saying like,
you gotta bring it home. You gotta land the plane. What's the question?
Yes. What is it that black women have to look for in a black man? What are we looking for? Question.
Okay. Wow. What do you mean? I don't understand the question. What are you looking for in a black man in what regard?
Yeah, to choose the right man. Because I watched something that you talked about. Women don't know.
Choose the right man for what? Marriage?
For marriage. Yeah, marriage. Mm-hmm.
Oh. What'd your father say?
And that's why I'm asking you, sir, because he did not tell me.
Okay, so were your mother and father married?
They are still married.
And is your father helping you vet the men you date?
No.
Why not?
My dad wasn't raised by his father, so I love my dad, but there are just some things that he just doesn't know how to do.
How long has you married to your mother?
43 years.
Sound like you know how to pick a woman.
See, the first opportunity they get to discredit their dad, they will. But guess what? Dad has a marriage of 40 years. What about you? See, once you start getting to the facts, it starts looking real clear. Maybe your dad actually knows something. Maybe the problem is not him. Maybe the problem is the woman that can't figure it out. How about that? See, Dad was able to figure it out. He got 40 years under his belt. You don't.
Say it again?
Sounds like you know how to pick a woman. He been married 43 years.
Yep. They've been working together.
No.
I mean, sorry, she's been working with him.
So you the man who married your mama for 43 years he has not but you've just not gone to get his counsel in any of this. Thank you.
No. I'm not saying I haven't tried. Like I said, my
So
dad.
when you go up and say, "Dad, help," I'm trying to understand how to pick a man like you so I can have a marriage. He just says, "Get out of my face, daughter."
No. So example, I brought a man to my dad before, plenty of men, because when I'm dating,
you brought a man to your father. That's the problem.
So
thank you.
Okay.
You can't make this shit up. I said, is your father helping you sort through men? See, the answer is you're not supposed to be picking men. Men are supposed to be picking you. Put your dick up. Too many of you women think you can get out here and pick a man and then present him in front of your fathers, and then when he doesn't approve of him because y'all don't know how to pick.
But what if I don't like who picked me?
You cannot make this shit up, people. This is perfect. Everything she just said, she just negated in 2 sentences. Everything she just said, she negated in 2 sentences. A 43-year married father. What if I don't like you? Pick me. That's your fucking problem. What you like don't work.
Damn. You right. I ain't gonna tell you that ain't true. That's right. That's why I'm single now. Huh? Okay.
And then too rebellious to sit up under your father who apparently knows what he's doing. He picked a woman to marry for 43 years. See, other communities do that. Just like you've heard them talk. That's the problem. We have a matriarchy. And y'all think y'all know what you're doing. And you pick men based on what? What is the one characteristic you should pick a man based off of? That's a question to you.
I'm sorry. Say it again. You got.
What is the one characteristic, the major characteristic you should choose a man off of?
When I should choose him off of? Protection, based on protection? Being able to provide?
Nope.
Oh, we'll see. I don't know.
There you go. That's why you pick wrong.
I ain't gonna tell you no. That's why I said that.
Protection. So character. But what you like, what gets you moist, ain't character. That's why I let that go, folks, because it is our culture. And even the most well-intended, this still goes down to this atavistic mating standard. You ladies want the men you like that you're sexually attracted to, then you want to heap his characteristic, you want to heap character and protection and provision and all these other things on him. And that ain't how it works. You pick a man, a man is picked based upon his character, his ability to provide and protect. The package it comes in is irrelevant. You need to be attracted to him. Him be attractive to you is secondary. You're supposed to be the cute one. He's supposed to be the productive one. But in our community, black women want black men to be black women. You want the men to be cute.
Oh, no.
You cute, like whatever. That's not what you pick a man over. What's the biggest age gap you've ever dated a man? How many years? What's the oldest man you've ever dated? How many years older than you?
At the time, he's 7 years older than me.
Okay. In the ballpark, 7 to 10 years is the minimum.
Mm-hmm.
But again, and this is what goes on. Our women want to pick people who are age inappropriate, character inappropriate. When you have a model in front of you, they reject the model.
That's a great point. This woman has a dad that's been married for over 40 years. Then she wants to date someone within her age range. And then she wants to sit there and be highly attracted to him. The women are looking at men like they're supposed to be women. And that's not going to work. They want you to speak to them like women. They want you to be beautiful like women. They want you to act, feel like women, and it's just not going to work.
And then you're left answering what the problem is. Now, I got a hard question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Height?
My height, 5'3".
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Dress
5'3".
size?
Dress size 4.
Okay. Do men prefer women with short, medium, or longer hair?
Depends on the man.
Oh, bull fucking shit.
Ah, come on.
Bull fucking shit.
I got guys that love
bull fucking shit.
Wow, beauty standards, really? Okay, long hair. Let's go with it.
It's not beauty standard. Men have evolved to like women with longer hair because it shows a woman who has lived and been healthy and not sick. So she's more likely than not to be able to get his children into the next generation. That's on any freaking continent during any period of time. It is not white European standards. It's evolutionary goddamn biology.
So in Africa, the women that
evolutionary biology. So when you tell me it depends, it doesn't depend. This is why men like a certain hip to waist ratio, because it's easier to get a child through that birth canal. The same reason why you tend to like men who have broader shoulders and narrow waists, because they're better hunters. This is why I go back down to the fundamental. Our women absolutely do not know who we are. They're completely clueless about us. They don't know what we think. They don't know how we pick. And when you start telling them what we like, oh, that's because the white man. Like we don't know our own damn minds.
So the women in Africa who have short hair now.
You ain't in Africa.
I want to be. I really want to be.
Go to Africa. Go to Africa and fucking ride a zebra then.
What? Come on, Mr. Samuels. I'm just, okay. I got you. I understand.
Why you want to go to Africa?
Because it doesn't feel, I mean, that's besides the topic.
It doesn't feel what? No, it doesn't feel what?
Here does not feel normal, natural. Something is just not connecting for me here. And of course, that could just be a me thing. That's why I'm in therapy trying to figure out all of this, because it's just a lot going on. So yeah, I think I've never been to Africa before.
Right.
So I'd like to visit.
What third world?
Like.
Okay. Have you ever traveled outside the United States?
Yes, plenty of times.
Where? What's to where?
I'm Jamaican, so Jamaica plenty of times. Europe, Dubai. I've been
Jamaica. Were you staying in the resorts, or did you go to Stab in Jamaica?
Family. I'm from Jamaica. We have family. I stay with family.
Okay. Would you live there?
Would I live in Jamaica?
Not on the resorts, kind of like in the countryside.
After living here, no.
Thank you. This is what I mean. We got so many first world damn women who want to go get back in contact with the motherland, and you are a first world Western woman. You're out of place. You go to Africa, you're gonna find out of place real goddamn quick.
So you
beatboxing, start beatboxers rock and gonna find real quick this Western first world country standards out of place. The real place you're out of, ma'am, is in the order with men. This is one of the reasons so many modern women are lost. That's why I'm doing this call. You're lost because you're out here alone, and you should be with a man. We are your only purpose for being on the planet. We are your reason for being. Single, solitary female cannot survive in the environment alone. We are your reason. Ooh. That's why I see so many women out here depressed. PhD, all this other stuff, and 1 out of 4 on some sort of psych med, depressed because you are not with your natural, hereditary, biological counterpart. You're a man. So you're going to seek meaning elsewhere, on a continent, in a book, Hotep, Shazabay, whatever, when it really should be Malik. That's why you're lost. And your 43-year married father, who apparently has done something when he's supposed to, they ain't lost. They know exactly what the fuck they're doing. Man, you got to go touch the continent to go to try to divine the ancestors and go to the ancestral plane.
Yes.
Wakanda forever. Y'all lost because you're not next to your men. You don't think you think I'm kidding? Bring your ass over here to Shops at Buckhead and just sit out here on any Friday or Saturday night and you watch non-black couples sitting at these tables and watch how they interact with one another. Watch how women are reaching over, touching their husband's hand, smiling, laughing, such and so forth. And you come out here and watch, you see groups of 4 women. Mm. And then we see, do you see men and women? It's more likely to be this. You're out of alignment. You're out of position. So what you're looking for ain't on the continent. I don't think so. That's why I said we just lost Michael K. Williams. Omar, the guy played Omar on The Wire.
Yeah.
We're not meant to be alone. The human animal is a social creature. We are not meant to live we're meant to live in groups of roughly around 150, 200. The largest human settlements, the massive ones back were 5,000, and that's after the agrarian economy. When we were hunter-gatherers, you didn't have large groups of people. You had 150 people that were like 8, 10 families. You married the dude that is who we are. And the women grew up with the boys, and they knew from the time that they were little that the men go out there and bring the meat, they keep the safety and everything else. They are our reason that we're safe and secure and everything else. You owe something to your men. They owe something to you. Do you actually think our women are moving through this world like you owe anything to us? I have a hard time getting women to even admit that they should smile at black men. Black women have a hard time getting black women to admit that she even should smile to black men.
Can I interject? I don't mean to cut you off right there. But that was actually something that I heard you talking to another young lady about smiling, because that was something growing up in school that I was told I smiled too much at people. So I was reprimanded for smiling
Who
too
told you
much
that?
at men. Black men.
Who told you that? Who told you
it was
smile?
A teacher, a black man.
Okay, a black man. Hold on, a black male teacher.
Yes.
Told you smile at black men too much. In what grade?
8th or 7th, 8th grade. I was in middle school.
Mm-hmm. And what'd your daddy say?
I never told my dad. I never told my dad. I just felt bad. I felt bad for it. And that is another thing. And that's also why I'm going to therapy, because I have experienced a lot of, I feel like negative.
I'm sorry. I'm slapping this. No. A man that ain't your father tells you smile too much at men and you don't go tell your father?
Yeah. We didn't have an open, communicative relationship when I was younger. It's better now, but when I was younger, it was not very good. So there were issues there why I did not tell him.
Did he keep a roof over your head? Did he keep you protected and provided for?
Yes, he did. Mm-hmm.
He wasn't meant to be your friend. He was meant to be your father.
Correct. Yeah.
Well,
hey.
All right, guys, that's going to be the ending of the episode. I want you guys to please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys haven't already, and turn on post notifications so you will be alerted when we upload more videos just like this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.